Kakadosh Boker Or, Mishna Yomi Masechet Sanhedrin Perek Gimel. Right? So this is Mishnah Chet, Mishnah 8, and then we're going to have to do Perek Daled, the fourth chapter, Mishnah Aleph. So let's start Mishnah 8. Kol Zman Shemevi Raya. Whenever a litigant is going to bring evidence that supports it, Soteret Adin, they undo its verdict and they have to do a new verdict. Meaning if he's all of a sudden going to be new evidence which props up, so now they're going to have to judge according to him. Amrulo, if they told him, but if they told him you have to bring it within 30 days, so then within the 30 days he could retract. After 30 days, and also so I think exactly.
We have 30 days to motion to reopen the case. After that, no good.
Comes from here. That comes from here. There you go. 30 days. Right? Comes from the you see.
Has to be evidence you could not have found through due diligence
beforehand.
The case started.
Very good. There you go.
Newly discovered evidence.
Exactly. Very good. Right? Or also an appeal. No, if they want to do an appeal, also they have a time, no?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, okay.
We're not talking about it.
Amar Rabban Shimon Gamliel. It says Rabbi Gamliel, Ma ya'aseh ze shelo matza betoch shoshim matza lachar shoshim. Okay, fine, but what's going to happen then in the case where he wasn't able to find within 30 days and he only found after 30 days? What, he's going to lose the case? What's going on? Amrulo, they told him, have edim, bring witnesses to support your claim. And he says, en li edim, I don't have witnesses. Amru, they said, have raya, bring a proof. En li raya, I don't have a proof. All of a sudden he brings a document, and he brings witnesses. It's nothing. Why? Because once he says that he has no proof, we suspect that he forged the document or he hired the edim. And if he comes and he says, "Listen, I have no proofs, I have no edim," all of a sudden, now all of a sudden you have edim. Like, what's going on here? There's something wrong here. There's something monkey business going on. So again, Rabbi Shimon comes and says, "Maya says what's the guy going to know? He didn't know that there were witnesses. He didn't know that there was a document. He thought that he lost the document, and now all of a sudden he did find a document. He doesn't remember. What's he going to do?" So again, obviously you have Rashbag always arguing on both cases. Okay? Amrulo, so they said to him, Have edim, bring witnesses. And he says, En li edim. Have raya, bring a proof. He says, En li raya. Ra'ashem itchayev badin. And when he saw that he was about to become guilty, ve'amar kirvu ploni ploni v'yiduni. All of a sudden he comes and he says, so and so will come and testify for me. Or all of a sudden he brings out the proof. Again, it's nothing. Why? Because if he had everything at hand and he still tells the court it's nothing, and then all of a sudden now he comes and he realizes he's going to lose, and all of a sudden he pulls out the joker, there's something wrong here. So we don't accept it. Okay? Fine. Chapter 4, Perek Daled, by Mishnah Aleph. First Mishnah. Remember that whenever we do dinei mamonot or nefashot, whether it's life and death cases or cases of monetary cases, we're always going to do drisha v'chakira. We're going to investigate well the witnesses. Remember, that means we're talking about the case because that was the bedika. If you remember, the bedika was going to be on the chakira. The chakirot, right, was going to be on the actual, on the insides out, the dates, how the amounts. But then also, so many times we come and we do also bedikot on the drisha. What is the drisha? Exactly. How thick were the stems of the figs, or what color clothing they were wearing, or things like that. And that's what they do also about today. So he says, it's always the same mishpat. Meaning it doesn't matter whether it's going to be money cases, monetary, or life and death. It's the same thing. We have to do risha v'chakira. So ma ben dinei manot dinei nefashot. So what bemet is then the differences between monetary cases and capital cases? Right? Okay. Kol hakavod to Richard. You were correct. Right? We learned this in the Gemara already. That on money we don't start looking into the nitty-gritties. And it's also the footnote over here. That mina Torah, this is the way it is. But midrabbanan, right? The judges do not question in the monetary cases more than beyond the necessary facts. Right? Why? Because if not, then they're going to close the door to the lenders. Very good.
To the borrowers.
Meaning that the lenders aren't going to lend out the money. Yes, to the borrowers. Okay, fine. Ma ben dinei mamonot ledinei nefashot. What are the differences between money cases and capital cases? So, number one, dinei mamonot b'shusha dinei nefashot. We already said number one. Number one is that money matters. It's three judges, and dinei nefashot is always 23 judges. Number two, dinei mamonot potchim ben lezchut ben lezchut. We always begin the discussion whether it's going to be for the good or for the bad of the defendant. We don't care. That is dinei mamonot. Dinei nefashot, we're only going to open up lezchut, and we're not going to open up, meaning the first comments or the first statements always has to be in his merit, not to something to his negative. Number three, dinei mamonot matin al pi yed echad, right? Ben lezchut ben lezchut. Remember that for money, even if you have one judge above or below, you always go into that, meaning the one judge makes the difference in money matters. Dinei nefashot, if you remember, we said if it was going to be to say that he's acquitted, so then it's enough one. But if he's going to say that he's obligated, he needs minimum two. So that's another difference between them. Number 4, right? We always reverse a verdict in money cases, whether it's going to be for the good or for the harm. We're only going to bring it back for zechut. We never bring it back for chovah. Meaning that we'll never bring him back in order to kill the guy. We'll bring him back in order to save him from death, but not to kill him. Okay? Number 5, Dinei Mamonot, Hakol Melamdin Zechut v'Chovah. Dinei Mamonot, everybody, all the, you could have students, you could have judges, everybody is going to come and they're going to be trying to be Melamed Zechut. Dinei Nefashot, Hakol Melamdin Zechut v'Hakol Melamdin Chovah. Right? He says, but Dinei Nefashot, everybody could be Melamed Zechut, even the guy, the bystander over there, but not Chovah. Chovah is only the Dayanim, not anybody else. Number 6.
Only that once you argue for good, you can no longer argue for bad.
Yes. Right? Dinei number 6. Dinei Mamonot. Hamlamed Chovah, Melamed Zechut. Is this one the one you're talking about?
Well, I didn't look, but
okay. Okay, fine. So here you have it. Right? Dinei Mamonot, Hamlamed Chovah, Melamed Zechut. Hamlamed Zechut, Melamed Chovah. By money matters, you could always change. Meaning right now you're in his favor, and then you're going to go against him or against him. You could always change. There's no problem. Dinei Nefashot, Hamlamed Chovah, Melamed Zechut. By the one that is going to be Chovah, you could change to Melamed Zechut. But the one which is Melamed Zechut, one second, the one which is Melamed Zechut cannot retract to be Melamed. Number 7, Dinei Mamonot danim bayom v'gomrim balayla. Money cases, they do it during the daytime, but they can finish at nighttime. Dinei Nefashot danim bayom v'gomrim bayom. Dinei Nefashot, everything has to be done during the daytime. They could do nothing during the nighttime. Number 8, Dinei Mamonot gomrim ben bayom. Right? Bo bayom ben lezechut l'chovah. Money, they finish the same day. Whether it's zechut or chovah, but they have to finish the same day. Dinei nefashot komrim bo bayom lezechut. They only finish the same day if it's going to be a zechut. But if it's going to be a bayom shel ochal v'chovah, but if it's going to be a chovah, they'll finish the next day. And therefore, and darin, they'll never judge not an erev Shabbat or not an erev Yom Tov, because that means if it's going to be lechov chovah, they're going to say, you know what, adjourn tomorrow. Let's speak about it.
Jurors want to go home. They want to get it over.
Exactly. Yeah, that's the way it is.